Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back. Going into hour 3 here of week 7 roleplay Mirrorshades. Adam, what's up?
Yo, alright, you were in a limo. That limo is playing loud rap music. You are rolling down the street.
We left?
I assume, unless you want to stay.
Well,
do you want to have a moment before
I just wanted to have like a quick moment, yeah. Where I see that everybody's, like starting to get into the car, and I turn away and I look back, and I just say, I want to speak with you. I want to talk to you. But he can't talk to me because he's astral.
I mean, he can. He can kind of communicate with you. He could speak to you, I guess. If you're astrally, he can hear you speaking, and if you astrally perceive, you could perceive him making astral sound.
Right. That I can just kind of make sense of. Yeah,
and I think that it's more like senses or whatever. He imparts to you a memory of a place. There's a houseboat, just off of the docks in Ballard. And he shares a memory of this place with you, so you know where it is. You could find it again.
Okay. I nod to him and I say, "Thank you. I'll come find you. I want to speak with you."
Okay.
And then I sort of awkwardly wave, cool and then friends. Then I get into my limo with my cool friends.
Okay. All right. So everybody else is gonna jump in the limo.
Yeah. Jump in. Yeah, I put 1 foot in and slide over very slowly so it doesn't tip over.
Yeah, I mean it's a troll friendly limo. Okay. So you'll get in the limo and Maurice says to. I mean, does anyone sit in the front with Maurice, or do you all get in the back?
I do, since I have the directions and everything, I suppose, or will, right?
Yep. Yeah. So he turns to you and he says, he's like, "Smooth going in, it's gonna be smooth going out. Watch this." And he rolls the windows up and kind of leans back and slowly starts to go towards the and he keeps the music really loud. Starts slowly going towards where the lights are flashing, because he came in the other side, and on the way out there's all these police cars and stuff.
So we're okay.
Well, you're rolling towards where there are a bunch of police around and stuff.
Oh.
But he's assured you. He's like, "I got this. Don't worry."
Wait, Marie, you realize? Oh, I mean, are you sure?
He looks over. He's like, "Be cool, girl. Be cool." And he rolls up he rolls up the back window, the privacy screen, so no one can see who's in the back. And he slowly rolls up to where all of the lights are flashing. And there's cops there that are stopping traffic and stuff. And a cop, a Lone Star cop, walks over to the window, which he's already started to roll down. And the cop comes over and he looks into the car and he leans over and he holds up a mag light, flashes it in right in your face, bonbon. And he says to Maurice, he's like, "Where you two going?" And Maurice looks at the cop and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the club, me and my honey here. Long day at work. I wanted to pick her up in the limo because I'm fly and everything." And the cop looks at him really? Kind of puts the light in his face, looks at you, and then looks at Bonbon.
He's got a lot of money.
Yeah, because Maurice isn't wearing his limo driver, and maybe this is the first time you notice that he's not wearing his limo driver's outfit. He's wearing pretty nice clothes, and he just kind of gives the guy "Yeah, see, she knows what's up." And the cop kind of looks at you again and is nods. He's like, "All right," and pulls the mag light away. He's like, "You two have a good time." And Maurice rolls the window up and pulls around off onto the street. And he looks at you and doesn't even say anything. He just gives this look "Yeah, see."
Going to the club my honey? Are you fucking kidding me? That was your story? There's no way I would have let you do that shit, Maurice. I mean, you're lucky we got out of there. All right.
So Yeah, he kind of leans over and he's like, Yeah, I get it. It's a big story, but you know what they say: you don't dress for the job you got, you dress for the job you want. And he like looks at you like, yeah, see, I'm working on this.
Is the window still up at this point?
Yes,
I
the
think
divider up.
yeah, he's like rolling it down as he says that.
Oh, I like catch wind of that, and then I'm just like, just like very
In the
nonchalant.
rearview mirror.
Yeah, into the rearview mirror.
I like to think we just heard Bon Bon like freaking out about something. We don't know
Yeah.
what it was, but just like muffled freakouts from the front seat.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So Bonbon, you wanna get access to the
Please.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he gestures to the dash, and yeah, there's a big
Great.
plug there.
Yeah, let me go check my mails.
Okay, yeah. So you get access. Your deck hooks into the admittedly very slow car phone network, but you're able to pull down the text of the message, and it's just an address from Full Throttle. And you wanna pass that along to Maurice?
Actually, I noticed there's this other message that there's an update to Trade Wars 2015. I'll have to check that out when I got a second. But yeah, I'll take Maurice's thing and send it over.
Okay, cool. So he's like, oh, I know where that is, and he kind of looks at you. He's like, that's a fancy hotel, girl. And he like kind of looks you up and down. He's like, I'm impressed. So what's everybody in the back doing? The music is low enough that you can talk.
Night's Ass, are you still humming?
Yeah, but now it's kind of like a combination of the Queen Latifah song and also the Elevator song. You know, I'm trying to like mix
Remix.
them together on the fly.
Okay, well I can't keep up with that. I have like the intelligence of a jelly bean, so I'm just kind of like sitting there just looking stupid, just like looking around the back. I don't say anything, obviously.
I'm not saying anything, but I look in better spirits. Like I look a bit more like active and maybe not quite so much like literally everything is falling apart.
So Hidea asks you like, did you see anything?
I look at her for a sec, kind of like, what? And then, oh my gosh, you couldn't see him. It like dawns on me. Say, oh, the shaman, do you remember? Okay, so during the whole presentation, the guy with the whale.
She nods.
Yeah, he was there, and I don't know. We keep looking at each other. And I saw him in the alley, and I feel like I don't know. I have a lot of questions about, I guess, like, what I believe. And I need to talk with another shaman. I really need to, like, sort of, I guess, ask if everybody has this happen. You know what I mean?
She's kind of just like staring at you while you say that.
I just...
And
I know. I'm rambling, but...
She nods and she's like, I don't... I mean, yeah, I understand, but I don't understand. I mean, I think if you think that this person can help you sort that stuff out, then you probably should talk to them. You should talk to somebody.
Is that Hidea you're talking
therapist.
to?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's Hidea.
Okay.
I'm talking to Hidea, yeah. Yeah. I just kind of nod.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I feel like maybe I have a direction. I have somebody that I can talk to. Maybe not like today, and maybe not soon, but I have somebody that maybe can give me a bit of console, I guess.
Okay. Excellent. So it doesn't take long to get where you're going. And when the limo slows to a stop, you're in like a fairly like upscale like shopping neighborhood now. You stop outside of just like a building that is like the facade is like totally plain, like in an intentionally Spartan way. Like it's just painted like gray, and there's a big like as understated as a neon sign can be. Just in like big cap blocks letters that just say Magino over the door, and then just like a big like double door. Yeah, so you're like being bathed in the like green light from this sign, and Maurice pulls up, and he looks at you, and like the inside of the cab, because the light is coming through the windshield, you're both like bathed in this like intense green neon light, and he's like, "See what I said? Fancy place. Y'all moving up in the world."
Yeah, you could say that. I'll tell you what. You stay here. You make sure everything's okay. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna take care of our rooms, and then we'll just move in accordingly. Oh shit. Yeah. So I also forgot. It's gonna cost us 5,000 nuyen a night, and we're gonna be here for 2 nights. Actually.
I like turn my pockets inside out and have nothing. I'm like,
You tiny dove feathers just fall
just
from your
feathers come
pockets.
out.
Well, what time is it again?
It's probably pretty late by now. Like, and it's well past, because the gala was supposed to be at 8:30. So let's say it's like, I don't know, it's 11. Like it's not late for like a hacker who stays up all night, but it's a normal person late.
Right. Okay. So technically we need 3 nights, and we have 2.
Yeah, if you want to stay here, you don't want to move her again, or whatever.
Yeah, but we didn't make a reservation for 3 nights, man.
It's true.
Bon, I don't know how much I can really contribute. I kind of want to get back into the studio. Like my last album cover, how am I giving a peace sign? But I want to redo it. I gotta do the heart. The heart is the direction I want to take. I don't know, it's just like really costly.
Headshots are expensive.
Yeah, headshots are really expensive, man. So I just don't know how much I can really,
All right. I invoke my belief. I am obviously the leader of the group. I'm just gonna drop 15K like a fucking boss.
All right, you ready to pay for yourself?
I just
Okay.
like put my cred stick back in my pocket very nonchalantly.
Yeah, you're like, no, I got this. No one saw me do that. It's like the real awkward moment where you get the bill and everyone's like kind of going for their wallet, but not really. Like, what's happening here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, you got to go in first. So, the front door, like I said, is like just closed. It's locked, and above the door, when you get out and you look now, you can see that above the door there's a like a camera. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I'll go in.
Okay.
I'll follow.
All right. So, Bonbon, you go to open the door and it's like it's locked. It doesn't open, but you hear the whir of the camera above. Coming out of the like limo and the area you were in before, it was all really bright and stuff. It's almost like standing in a pool of green light with like nothing around. Like there's some street lights along the rand, but in this neighborhood everything is closed now because they're all like upscale, like expensive stores and stuff. So there's just like this black, or this like, yeah, because it's dark now. It's like this black monolith with the green neon, and you're just like kind of bathed in the light, and so you can hear the camera like turn and like focus on you. And there's a second, and then you hear a click, and the door opens, and you can like push it open and go inside.
Okay, I push it open and go inside.
Okay. So inside, it does look like it looks like a like an industrial design, like a Bauhaus school like waiting room. There's like a bench that comes out of the wall. There's a very Spartan like desk. There's no art anywhere. There's maybe like an object in the corner of the room that looks like it could be a sculpture, but really it's just like some cubes on top of each other. There's a desk, and there's a guy in a black suit with a black shirt and a black tie, and like a perfect haircut. Like he looks like he just got it cut like 5 minutes before you walked in. He's an elf. He looks like he's Korean, and he is just standing at the door. When you walk in, he acknowledges you only in the slightest possible way. Like one of his eyebrows arches slightly as he sees you, and then you walk in.
All right. Well, I mean, I see that, and I think this stoic individual is obviously just doing his job. So, I follow the signs to the registration desk.
I mean, this is it. You're in.
Oh, this is it.
There's just this room. Yeah, this like fairly small room. You could fit maybe like 5 people in the room max. It's like a
Great.
little. Yeah. And there's an elevator, like a brushed steel elevator door, right across from.
I'm here we have a reservation.
Under what name, please?
Well, I assume that I would know what he booked this under.
Yeah, I mean, you probably booked it under your alias, right? Like if it's a real Shadowrunner hotel.
Bon.
He doesn't, yeah, like scoff, or usually when you tell non-Matrix people, you know, I'm Bon, they're like, yeah, he doesn't say anything. He just like, this guy, he operates on like a complete, like he barely moves, and so his eyes like look down at a screen that you now notice is like built into the desk, and he looks back at you, and he's like, very good, and he like reaches over and puts on the table like a matte black envelope. It's like bulges slightly in the middle, and he just like slides it towards you.
And I just take it like I know what I'm doing.
Sure. And he says, he doesn't even say it. He just takes out like a credit like terminal, and just like everything in the rest of the room, it's like made out of like slightly matte gray plastic, and is it like, you know, perfect square angles. It looks like a piece of art, and he puts it down, and there's a slot for your cred stick.
So I take one of my fakes that has access to my accounts, and how long is this reservation for?
He says, the reservation was placed for 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow.
I don't suppose it's possible to extend that an additional night.
You get, again, like, just the slightest eyebrow, like, did you really just ask me that?
You know,
and he says, he doesn't say anything. He just kind of like,
much trouble.
He just exhales slowly through his nose. And then he looks down at the screen again, and he says, perhaps I can inquire for you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Why don't I just pay for the 2 nights now? Maybe if you can make it work out, you let me know. That'd be fantastic. Not going to hold it against you.
Yeah, he nods.
My bad. 10,000 deleted.
Okay, so you pay. Now, who else? Who was it? Who said they were going into the lobby?
I went in
Okay.
with.
All right. So what are you doing in this? Like, this is like the coolest room you've ever been in your life.
Yeah, I feel super out of place.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Breakdown appreciates like Eames chairs and industrial design.
Not
but...
in the slightest. All I know is that once again, I am in a building where I do not feel like I belong there at all. Mm-hmm. So I'm just kind of like looking around, and like anytime that I even sort of make eye contact with the reception guy, I like smile, but he obviously does not respond at all. Just,
yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't even make eye contact.
Just kind of
unnecessary movement.
Around. Yeah.
Yeah. The room, like, you've been in hotels and stuff before, and like, you know how normally they have like kind of like a smell, like cheap hotels smell like mold, or nice hotels smell like baked bread or whatever. By some miracle, and this may be the only room you've ever been in your life that's like this, it smells like nothing. Like, it's just totally like neutral. And he like kind of notices you like looking around, and then looks at Bon, and he says, there was to be 5 of you?
They're waiting outside. We didn't want to cramp up your lovely
should
lobby
I get them?
here.
I can go get them.
No,
you don't need me.
If you want to go wait outside, that's fine.
Okay, I like leave.
Okay, all right. So you go outside, and he says to you, to Bon, he's like, will any members of your party be needing medical assistance?
I don't know. I do not believe so. At this time.
You know, let me know if that changes.
I shall.
Okay. All right. So you break down. You go back outside. So you're out in the light again, and the car is still sitting there.
I open the door and kind of like poke my head in, and I say, I think we're good. I couldn't really tell. He was weird.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, Hidea looks at you and is like, what is this place?
I don't know. There was just a room, and it's like there was a lot of boxes in there. It was, but I think we're good.
She nods. Oh, okay.
I start getting out of the car, and I blow Maurice a kiss.
Okay, he laughs. So he tells whoever the last person out of the car is. He's like, I'm just gonna pull up over there, and he like points down there. Be a little less conspicuous. Turn the car off, and I'll wait. You call me if you need anything. Let me know when the coast is clear.
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay. All right. So everybody goes into the lobby, and you are exposed to the same strange, sterile environment that I described before.
I look at everybody like, do you see? Do you see what I mean? Weird.
I'm just looking around. Like, I don't... Maybe my mouth is open the entire time that I do.
Okay. Now, you're carrying like your weapons and you're wearing your armor and stuff?
Yep.
Okay. So when you come in, he looks at you, and he says, "Would Monsieur like me to have his weapons cleaned?"
I'm not really staring at anything. I just kind of like dumbfoundedly sit there. Then I just like look at Bon Bon for a second.
Do you know how to retune guitars? I know how to. I just don't have the time to right now. But if you could retune this guitar for me and clean it out and whatnot, that'd be great. And I hand him my guitar.
Yeah, he nods and takes it sort of like gingerly. And you notice now too that he's wearing like latex gloves. So he like takes the guitar and like sets it down against the desk.
Actually, yeah, I have more if you want to take everything. And I just give him my laundry bag. I start taking off my hoops.
So once you start like takes off, he like puts his hand up and he says you can leave them in your room. I'll have someone attend to your things.
Okay.
All right. I guess we have our keys and everything, right?
Yeah. I mean, you look in the envelope and it's card keys.
Right. Is there anything else in the envelope that I should be aware of?
Nope. Just matte black card keys.
All right. So I hand out the keys, and I kind of feel like a teacher who has taken his students on a field trip and needs to remind them that this is a museum and do not touch anything. But instead it's more like, all right, now listen, don't fuck this up for me because my name is writing on the usage of a hotel such as this. So please, can we just get to the room? We'll get settled. They'll probably have a mini bar, some nuts that you can eat. But let's just get there, go in. We'll figure out our plans going forward. Please, no scenes. Let's go. Just do it. Please.
Everybody behave yourself.
Behave yourself.
At this point, I go and just like put one of my guns on the counter and just like look questionably at the guy.
He looks at it. He's like, your firearms will be taken care of, sir. We have an excellent armorer on staff.
I just like put the other one down as well. I guess I don't have. Do I have any grenades on me? I guess not. Or any.
I assume that you probably didn't.
Yeah.
I feel like you have asked that question before.
Yeah,
I never remember if I
maybe
did or not.
8 different times.
Look, I have a character that has a
I was gonna say,
bandolier
I think
of guns.
the
or
trick
bandolier
is
of
that
grenades.
you're juggling two characters that are very grenade centric in a lot of ways. So
Yeah. My other character just has a bandolier with grenades strapped to him. So, anyways, yeah, I just hand him all that stuff. Then I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So you guys want to go to your room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the elevator, there's no music. There's actually no like buttons in the elevator either. You just like swipe your card and it takes you to the floor that your room is on. The elevator access only gives you access to your room. Like there's a short hallway and then a door. There's no other doors in the hall. And everything here is like well lit and featureless, basically. And when you go into your room, It's I guess it's like a suite basically. There are separate areas. One of the rooms has like 3 beds. One of them has 2. They're like, like military, like perfection. Everything's at right angles to everything else. There's what looks like maybe like a vending machine or a refrigerator or something on one wall. That's like 2 big glass panels. And inside, there's like an area. There's a thing for a cred stick, and inside there are several like pistols, shotguns, boxes of ammo. There's like a row of like different kinds of grenades. It's basically like a weapons vending machine. There's a big, like, black, very, like, comfortable looking, like, terminal chair where you can, like, plug in to the Matrix. There's a little kitchenette. Everything is, like, a gray, like, brushed steel. And then an actual fridge.
Are there nuts?
I don't know. You could, like, go looking around?
Yeah, I want to find some nuts.
Sure, yeah. It's no problem.
Jelly beans?
Yeah,
I
you
look
can.
everywhere.
So Hadia
Only
is
red
just
Skittles.
Yeah, Hadia is just, well, maybe if you had more time. Hadia is just staring at either her reflection in or the locker full of guns. So she's just kind of like staring at it, like, whoa.
Hadia, you're very safe here.
She kind of like looks over her shoulder at you. She's like, it seems that way.
And since we're here and everyone's okay, Crusher, do you need help, medical attention? This fixed up at all?
Am I still bleeding slightly?
No, it was just a surface wound. It's all crusty and damp.
This area right here,
I
like
just
right,
I just do a thumbs up. I'm good.
right here. So Hadia, I just want to apologize on behalf of the entire team, the entire crew. Obviously, we knew that they told me this fucking place was quiet. I thought the windows were like, what?
Did they find us?
I mean, I thought we
They
paid a
found
lot of
us.
money for this hotel room. Like, for
That's fine,
Christ's
the
sakes,
car's
all I
good.
wanted was a little peace and quiet. I'm sorry
They go
before I was
they
so
go right by.
before I was so rudely interrupted. I'm sorry that the gala didn't go quite as planned, and I'm just glad we got you out of this safely. You do have a day off tomorrow, and then, of course, still another day. But I feel like it's my obligation as just a person to ask you, do you want to keep doing the rest of your itinerary?
So she's turning around while you're talking and not looking at the rack of guns anymore, and it's kind of like looking around the place. She looks at you and looks at Crusher, then at and Breakdown, and then says, she's like, we expected that there would be trouble, but not like this. And there have been moments where I was being carried around and having spells thrown at me and guns going off and whatever else happened there that I thought maybe it would be a good idea to give up, to go home and finish my degree, but no, I have to stay. I have to see this through. It's very important, more so now. If I turn my back on what we've been working on, then they win. And even if I am still alive, which I'd like to continue to be. And thank you for that, by the way. Everyone, I mean,
Very welcome.
I know that this is a job for you and that you must get shot at constantly, but I don't have as much experience with this, and I feel the fact that I'm still alive and that we're all still alive is very good. You're doing well. I'm impressed.
Hadia, I'm first of all, I'm really happy to hear you say this. I think it's great, and it just, I just want you not to worry. I don't want you to worry. We kept you safe this long. We're going to keep you safe for the remainder of your stay here. That I used to watch this old television show a long time ago. I don't even remember the name, but there was something this one guy said all the time. He said, "We're the fucking best," and I want to assure you that we're the fucking best.
She nods and she says, I may not be the best judge of these things, but messy though it might have been, you did keep me alive. And frankly, to me, that's more important than the hotel's property or that asshole that was trying to kill me. I mean, I care what happens to them, and I care what happens to you, but you're keeping me alive, and let's continue to do that. I have a flight on Monday morning. I can go home, and we can put all of this as much behind us as we are able. I'm very tired, and she like kind of like looks at one of the like bedrooms.
By all means.
Okay, so she she takes her like bag that she's been carrying with her and goes off to one of the rooms. You can hear her like rustling around in there.